What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? What's up? How you doing today? It's your gardener with SkinnyBoyRandy. Hello. I hope you're having a great, growing, blessed, and prosperous day. Mwah! Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Gardening with SkinnyBoyRandy, where beginners and experts are always welcome. I love having you guys here. If you're new, click subscribe. Down there, that big red square doesn't cost you anything. You can leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, just not the two middle fingers. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for being here. Also, leave a comment. Share the video with all your social media, you guys. And if you click that bell, let me get it to the sun. If you click that bell, it looks like a little bell. You'll get a notification every time I make a video. So, also, if I can answer a question here, head on over to my Facebook group. That group is Gardening with SkinnyBoyRandy, where beginners and experts are welcome as well. Let's just dive right into the video. Today's video is all about the first frost. You know, it's around that time. We had a frost advisory last night. I woke up this morning and there were a few little crystals on some things. So yes, you guys, the frost date is fast approaching. And I just wanted to give you 20 tips on things that you can do to prepare before your first frost, during your first frost, and after. Okay? So, number one. Try to get your mulch around your perennials, plants that you want to save for next year, your strawberries and different things like that. Go ahead and mulch around them, and what that's going to do is keep the soil from completely freezing over. That mulch will insulate it and will protect the roots of your plants. So go ahead and mulch. If you don't have mulch, use your dead leaves, rake them up, shred them up, however you want to do it. Just don't do it too early, because you don't want the mice to make a home in there and they'll just eat off your food all year long. So don't do it too early. Just be on the lookout for your frost date. Number two, should I water my garden during frost? If your ground is frozen, you guys, there is no need to put water on it, because the water is going to sit on the top of the surface. The ground is pretty much like ice, and it will not penetrate the ground. If you have plants that you know need watering, wait until the sun comes up, thaws everything out in your garden. If it's warm enough to do that, sometimes the ground will stay frozen all day. But if it warms up enough to do that, then you can give it some water then. Okay? All right. Number three, I wrote all this down, y'all, because I didn't want to forget anything. You know I love y'all. I ain't want to forget nothing. I ain't got no money to be forgetting something. I'm trying to remake this video. But number three, a lot of veggies get tastier, and this is just a tip. Like collard greens, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, when they get that first frost, as Miss Cheryl Talley-Moss says over at Cheryl's Organic Food Forest, she says when it gets that kiss of frost, they taste so much sweeter and tender. They are so good, you guys. That's just a tip. All right, number four. Cover your sensitive plants with hoop houses or plastic storage bins at night. If you want to go ahead and cover plants that you know can't take that frost, but they're almost ready and you don't want to lose them, go ahead and cover them up at night. Put a brick or a rock on it just in case the wind blows, and it won't blow your container off. Okay, where we at? 5? Yeah, we're number 5. Bring in your container plants. A lot of your container plants cannot stand on your porch all winter long. What's going to happen is it's going to freeze. The moisture in the soil is going to expand, and that pot is probably going to explode. The kids are just getting out of school, so we're going to let that bus go by, and we're going to let this plane go by. Yeah, you guys, I'm sitting out front today because that's where the sun is shining, and I need that in my life. Okay, okay, because I ain't got no money to be going to the hospital from getting no cold and being sick. I be to call 911 YouTube, and y'all know I falls out. And then I get right back on up when the sun comes back out. But yeah, you guys, let's keep it all moving. Bring those container plants in, because they can't take it out there. It's only a little bit of soil, and it will be rock hard. And sometimes it'll bust your containers open, especially clay pots and things like that. Okay, on to number 6, number 7. Where we at, y'all? We at one. We're just gonna keep on going without the numbers. Clean out all your summer crops. Pick all your vegetables. Get all that stuff out of your ground that you're not trying to preserve till next year. Go ahead and pull it up. Work your soil. If you want to add some amendments now while the ground is still workable, go ahead and do that before you cover it up with the mulch for the season. But yeah, go ahead and clear out your garden from all your summer vegetables. Then you want to plant your trees and shrubs. Now, if you have a couple of weeks or a few weeks before your first frost is due to hit, because ours was due last month, and we're almost a month behind, and it's just starting to come. And now they're talking about 50s and 60s again, so it didn't come quite yet. We didn't get that hard freeze. But yeah, plant your trees and shrubs, and that'll give your roots time to establish in the ground, and then they'll sit there over winter, and then your fruit trees will come back next year in the spring. Also, keep on weeding your garden. Yeah, just because you go out there and you see the weather's it's cold and like, that little weed it'll die, the snow will kill it. No, go ahead and pick those weeds out. It'll save you a ton of trouble next spring, you guys. Also, now quickly we're going to run through these because I've talked about these already. You can start putting your seeds in the ground for your grass. If you like grass like we do, you want to have your lawn looking good for the spring, go ahead and get your seeds down, fertilize your grass, plant your grass seeds, and let that stuff sit all the way over winter, and you'll have a beautiful lawn next year. Unhook your water hoses. If you know you're getting a whole big freezing frost, drain those water hoses, squeeze that nozzle, get all that water out of that water hose, because you don't want to waste money. We ain't got no money to be buying a new water hose every year, because that water will freeze inside that water hose and it will burst it and will put a hole in it, and it can even crack your spigot, as we call it in the country, your spigot, your water spigot, where you actually connect the water hose to your house. Make sure you try to clear that out. If you can, wrap it up in some type of insulation during the summer. That way you don't have to worry about that bursting and spending a lot of money calling out a plumber to fix your water hose or your spigot outside of your house. Okay, harvest things that are already ready. I think I said that. Make sure you pick everything that's already ready. Plant your garlic and your tulips and any other bulbs, bulb type vegetables that you want to grow and have come up in the spring. Go ahead and get those in the ground right now. All your bulbs and things like that. Clean out your rain barrels, you guys. I know a lot of us have the big blue barrels and we like to collect the rain, but don't forget that when water freezes, it expands and it'll burst that thing right on open or put a hole in it, and then you'll have to try to figure out a way to keep that from leaking. And then what you want to do is clean out all your old pots. If you have old pots, take that soil and put it in your raised beds or whatever you want to do with it. As long as the soil was not infested or really bad soil with diseases and pests and things that we don't want, you can just toss that. But everything else that's still good, put it in your raised bed. Take those vegetables that you're not going to use and the ones that you, that didn't make it quite all the way, put them in your compost pile if you're going to do compost, or otherwise just throw them in a raised bed, chop them up real good, and let them disintegrate on their own. Then what you want to do is, like I told you, get you out a sheet of paper, kind of draw out your yard the best way you know how, and start planning for next year, what you want to put where. Think about what you did, what kind of garden experiences, because we don't make mistakes, we have garden experiences. Think about your garden experiences from last year, from this year, and figure out what you want to do different. You may know a different thing to do because your sunlight comes in a certain way. You may have learned about your sunlighting and what a part of your yard gets more sun than others. So go ahead and think about everything that you want to do. Write it down. Write it down. You'll be ready for next year. Also, buy discount products right now. Go ahead and get anything and everything that you think you may need for your garden for next year. Right now, everything is dirt cheap. Everybody's getting ready for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and a lot of people won't be gardening during the winter time. So go ahead and get all those products right now, okay? Also, keep looking at videos, you guys. Just because the season has slowed down, don't stop looking at my videos on YouTube. Click that like and subscribe. Check out all my videos. Binge watch. Click on my channel, Gardening with SkinnyBoyRandy, and click play all. Just let the video play. You can walk around the house cooking and cleaning, come back. Just let all the videos play. They'll play back to back to back. And share with all your social media, you guys. So I hope this helps you out just a little bit. Some things that you can be doing right now in November to keep you busy, and also to make sure your garden is going to be ready for next spring. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If nobody told you they love you today, SkinnyBoyRandy loves you. Don't forget, check out my new logo, you guys. Yes, we have a new logo for 2020. The Grow Stuff and Eat It. Live, love, laugh, grow stuff and eat it. You are the best. Thank you so much. See you next time.